Audley, we are live and we can kickstart Audley. Is this audible, Audley, to you? Can you hear me?
Yes, Gerard, it's audible.
All right,
You
so
have to start.
yeah, I was just saying that. I was just checking if you could hear me. All right. So greetings to everyone who have gathered with us today. A good idea is one that helps me, the community, and the environment grow. With that said, I, Gerard Manik, on behalf of iINVENT NABLOS, take this pleasure of welcoming everyone to the iINVENT NABLOS January brainstorm, where we have the top performers from our student community who have performed the best over the last 6 months in line with the internship competition that is ongoing, and the awards will be announced during the annual brainstorm in July of 2024. The total prize money for this competition that has been designated is 2,40,000 Indian rupees, which is approximately 3,000 US dollars. Some of the leading top performers in this competition will be talking today, plus dignitaries will be sharing their aims, which have had a positive social impact in their region. The talented children in our community will be sharing their talent. With that said, to introduce you to the moderator of today's session, with us we have Srimati Otli Anban Kumar. She is a psychologist, founder and CEO of Evolve Lives Foundation, partner of Eklaksha Academy LLP, which is a premier educational training and research company, and co-founder of DDClicks. Srimati Otli Anban Kumar is one of the most popular public figures who always works for the growth of the citizens and community in the region of Hubli and Dharwad, be it in the field of education, health, and environment, by bringing together the private, public sector, and citizens to work in one direction to enable a sustainable growth in the region. She has won many awards for her contribution towards the community, like Karnataka Women Achievers Award for Leadership, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Moka Nayaka Silent Hero Award, Young Civic Leader Transforming the Society Award, Biodiversity Conservationist. So with that said, Srimati Otli Anban Kumar, I now hand over the mic to you to moderate today's brainstorm event. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerard. Good evening, everyone. I welcome all of you to the discussion with experts and students on health and well-being ideas in the age of various substance and mental habits plus addictions. We also have our talented students from Rotary's P.V. Datti School for Speech and Hearing Impaired and Aroda School for Visually Impaired Children sharing their aims today with us. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our keynote speakers who will be sharing their experiences and thoughts in line with concepts, practices, and ideas that will help children cultivate good practices. And if they have any bad practices, addictions, they will learn how to mitigate and overcome them. The session will definitely teach them on how to focus and do well in studies, pursue their hobbies, and good ideas. We're honored to have with us today 4 experts. Dr. Umesh R. Hallikeri, who's a consultant oncopathologist at the Karnataka Cancer Therapy and Research Institute, Navnagar, Hubballi. He's also the Secretary of Indian Red Cross Society, Dharwad. Dr. Nagareka Hepsur, a renowned gynecologist at Hepsur Hospital, which is a multi-speciality and research center in Hubballi. Dr. Dipti Joshi, pediatric ophthalmologist at Joshi Eye Institute, Hubballi. She's also the chairperson for Masoom, Anti-Child Sexual Abuse Vertical, Young Indians, Hubballi, Dharwad. Srimati Ashwini Uligeri, a dedicated protection officer, institutional, DCPUD, Dharwad. So let us begin today's event with a beautiful song by Prerna Kodli, an 8th grade student from Aruda School for the Visually Impaired, India. Prerna, we would love to listen to your lovely song so that we can inaugurate today's function with the melodious song that you'd like to render.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಾನು ಹಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ಹಾಡು ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಪ್ರೇಮಿಗಳು ಮದುವೆ ಎಂಬ ಶುಭ ಬಂಧನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಲನರಾಗಿ ಸುಖ ಸಂಸಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಕು ಕಂಡರು ಎಂದರ್ಥ. ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು.
Hello.
Madam, please continue, madam. We can hear you. Please ask Prerna to continue. Thank you.
Live ಐತಲ್ರಿ?
How is it, madam? Please continue.
Kersavitri, madam, you can continue.
ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ನಿಲಿಯ ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಮಲ್ಲರ ಮೇಘ. ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ನಿಲಿಯ ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಮಲ್ಲರ ಮೇಘ. ಇರುಳು ಸರಿದು ಬೆಳಗು ಹರಿದು ಕನಸು ಮುಗಿದು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಜಿಗಿದು ಸರಿಗಮ ಪದ ನಿಸ ಸಂಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ನಿಲಿಯ ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಮಲ್ಲರ ಮೇಘ. ರವಿಯ ರಾಶಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊನ್ನ ರಶ್ಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಿಸಿತೊಂದು ರೂಪ, ಬೆಳಕಿನ ಚಲುವೆ ಸುಳಿದಳು ಬಳಕುತ್ತಾ ಇಳೆಗೆ ಗಿಳಿದಳು. ಕುಶಯ ರಂಗಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಷಯ ನೋಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಕವಿಯ ಬಳೆಗೆ ಬಂತು, ಪ್ರೇಮದ ನಯನ ತೆರೆದಳು ಕಾವ್ಯದ ಒಳಗೆ ಕುಣಿದಳು. ಕಲಕಲಗೊಂಡವು ತ್ರಿಪದಿ ಪದಗಳು ಪರವಶಗೊಂಡವು ಸಕಲ ರಸಗಳು. ಇರುಳು ಸರಿದು ಬೆಳಕು ಹರಿದು ಕನಸು ಮುಗಿದು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಜಿಗಿದು ಸರಿಗಮ ಪದ ನಿಸ ಸಂಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಕಾವ್ಯದ ಮೇಘ, ಕನ್ಯಾಕವನ ಮೇಘ. ನಾದ ಮಂದಿರದ ವೇದ ಸಿಂಚನದ ಮದುವೆ ಮಂಟಪದಲ್ಲಿ ನಲಿದವು ಲಕ್ಷ ದಕ್ಷತೆ ಪಡೆದವು ಧಾನ್ಯಧನ್ಯತೆ. ಪ್ರೇಮ ಸಿಂಚನದ ಬಾಳ ಬಂಧನದ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದೊಳಗೆ ನಡೆದವು ಸಪ್ತಪದಿಗಳು ಸಂಘವು ಸಕಲ ವಿಧಿಗಳು. ಋತುವಿನ ಪಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಳ ರಥವಿದೆ ಪಯಣವ ಸವಿಸಲು ಪ್ರೇಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿದೆ. ಇರುಳು ಸರಿದು ಬೆಳಕು ಹರಿದು ಕನಸು ಮುಗಿದು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಜಿಗಿದು ಸರಿಗಮ ಪದ ನಿಸ ಸಂಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಬಂತು ಮೇಘ, ಮೇಘ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಮೇಘ, ಯುಗ ಯುಗದ ಮೇಘ. ಇರುಳು ಸರಿದು ಬೆಳಕು ಹರಿದು ಕನಸು ಮುಗಿದು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಜಿಗಿದು ಸರಿಗಮ ಪದ ನಿಸ ಸಂಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಘ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಮೇಡಮ್, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಮೇಡಮ್.
Thank you, Prerna. That was really very melodious and a beautiful start to today's session. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಪ್ರೇರಣಾ.
ನಮಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to our first keynote speaker, Dr. Deepti Joshi, who's a pediatric ophthalmologist and chairperson for Masoom Anti-Child Sexual Abuse Vertical, Young Indians, Hubballi, Dharwad. She's currently working as a pediatric ophthalmologist at MM Joshi Eye Institute, Hubballi, Karnataka. In addition to professionally taking care of children's eyes, She is passionately involved in various activities pertaining to safeguarding children against child sexual abuse. As a part of Masoom Vertical, which is actively working against child sexual abuse of a reputed national movement known as Young Indians, she is actively involved in educating and training children, teachers, and parents against child sexual abuse. She has currently trained nearly 4,000 children and 2,000 teachers about child safety. She was a pioneer in conducting an activity to educate 2,300 teachers at a single time in a single place in year 2020, which was enrolled in the Limca Book of World Records. She's a resource person to Women and Child Welfare Committee of Hubballi Dharwad District and is continuously conducting awareness programs across Dharwad District. I request Dr. Dipti Joshi to share her personal and professional experiences on how digital addiction can or will impact individual health, community health, and environmental health. We would also want her to recommend certain things to overcome such addictions. We're looking forward to hearing you, Dr. Dipti Joshi. We welcome you.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Otley, for this wonderful introduction. Thank you, Gerard, for this wonderful opportunity. So as been already introduced, I am a pediatric ophthalmologist. So in my OPD, I daily see children with various types of eye problems. If ever I get up out of my OPD and I go out, the waiting room is filled with children and parents, and all of them are again stuck to their mobiles to spend time when they're waiting for my call. The same mobile which brought them to my OPD, he has replaced the Rubik's Cube, the small plays, the books which I used to see in the waiting area nearly 10 years back. So that brings me to my today's topic, mobile bar digital addiction. So what exactly is this and what are the side effects? Why are we so much worried about it? So what's the basically what do we say as mobile addiction or digital addiction? So whenever some person uses mobile to an extent that it is interfering with your work, your academics, your school, your daily scores. So these are the activities which are replaced by your mobile, and that's when we know this as a mobile or the digital addiction. So that's also known as nomophobia, Nomophobia. Ideally, nomophobia means smartphone addiction, but I don't call this a smartphone addiction. None of us are addicted to our physical mobiles. It basically the internet which is present inside it is what we are addicted to. So the apps, the Facebook, the Instagram, the WhatsApp, the games. My kids literally run and take my mobile just to play the two games which they have installed in my mobile, the games which they're addicted to, the small reels, or maybe the fake which we want to project it to the outside world. Like whenever we take a picture, I think many of the women here will agree to me, when we take a mobile, hardly any of us upload the photos directly on Facebook or WhatsApp. We tend to edit it. We make our face blemish free. We make our body perfectly to suit ourselves, and we make sure that we are looking the best amidst the whole group who are there in the photo, and then we upload it. And then the amount of likes, the amount of appreciation what we get on the mobile, the Facebook app or on the Insta app actually makes us feel elated and makes us feel a better version of ourselves. So this fake projection of ourselves, which we actually are not the real us. So those appreciations are not for me. It's the edited me, the beauty plus me, or whatever, the photo or me. So all these things which makes me happy, this is what is the main reason why we are getting addicted to the mobile. Why am I so much worried about this? Why have I been given a talk when there are so many other the talks like substance abuse, how do we come out of it? So in this in this era, does this mobile addiction play a role? Actually, frankly speaking, as an eye doctor of the children, Maybe before COVID, I used to see 30 to 35 children in my OPD in a normal working day. But now the number of patients have increased to about 60 to 65 children per day. The children with refractive errors, what we call as Chashmeka numbers, have actually increased. They are not coming with 0.5, 0.75 like I used to see before. They're directly coming to me with -3, -4. And the kids who already had the numbers, they're jumping up. Every 6 months, -1 becomes -2, -2 becomes -3. So this rapid change in the glass number is basically because of your mobile addiction, the glass addiction, which is the digital addiction, which is happening both in children and in case of adults. In addition to that, squint, the bhengapan, what we call, that is been increasing in children. Dry eyes, which is like foreign body sensation, pricky sensation, which I usually we used to see in women after postmenopausal age group. Now children as less as 8 years, 9 years are presenting to us with these problems. It's not just eyes, but as a whole, especially whenever we switch on the mobile, there is something known as blue light which comes out of the mobiles or the TVs, or the computers, laptops. So this blue light actually alters our attention span. The memory of our children are going down. Concentrations are going down. The blue light is altering our metabolism. Obesity is increasing in children. We are seeing more and more of chubby children. We are proud of our children being chubby, but they're not, believe me, they're not chubby. It's actually more on the higher BMI range. They're becoming more and more of obese children nowadays. The psychological problems are increasing, like children are being more restless, angry, depression, anxiety. All these problems are being attributed to the mobile usage, the excessive digital usage which we are seeing in the children. There is a potential. We actually, whenever we use mobile, like for example, if I have a mobile, my position is this. So there is constant pressure on my neck, early neck pains, cervical spondylosis, this repeated use of mobile resulting in wrist pains, bones pain of the hands. All these orthopedic problems are also increasing in children at a very early age. But is it only the person who is getting affected? Well, no. Society as a whole is now affected because of mobile. Cyber crimes are increasing. Cyber thefts are increasing. So what do we mean by cyber crimes? There are multiple things. I can speak for hours together on cyber crime whenever I'm trying to teach any children. So like there is cyber bullying. People are getting messages, and in the messages, the physical bullying has now turned into cyber bullying. Tu mota hai, tu ugly hai, you are not as per the digital standards of beauty. So these things are increasing. There is something known as cyber grooming. Some unknown person friends your child, daughter, or your son, and they start to groom them for an later adult activity or a pedophile activity, and your children is being told not to disclose this to you. So your children will not be uttering this word to you till something, maybe something disastrous thing happens with the child, which we get to know very late. And cyber thefts, this is very common. We get so many calls nowadays ki the Aadhaar card number chahiye, credit card number chahiye. This can happen through emails, that is known as phishing. This can happen through voice calls, known as wishing. So the fancy names coming up because of these cyber crimes also. And when this happens through, what do we call as messages, it is known as mishing. And moreover, Facebook, how many of us are suddenly we have started updating, my account is hacked. So my photo is being taken and is used by somebody else to demand money from someone else. So this is known as catfishing. So there are multiple ways in which these digital era is now being used for all sorts of theft activities. So so we need to teach our children that there are some rules. They should never share their photo without parents' permission. Never download anything without parents' permission. And no matter how close your friend is, never share your password. That is something of your personal thing. Please don't share your password with anyone. Never friend an unknown person, no matter how attractive the DP is. That's not something what they want to show you. What the real one is, that is something what they want to show you on the internet. Never meet unknown person until unless you get your parents' permission or you have some elder person with you. And if this despite all the care what you take, if something wrong happens to you, there is some number which is known as 1098. Easy to remember, it's 10, 9 and 8 or 112. Kindly report it. You don't want to call and speak, there is cybercrime.gov.in. Please do log in, at least report over there. It's very, very important that we report it, else many people will not be getting to know as to what wrong can happen and how. So it's very important that we make the world aware. Remember, internet is like a hall. You are not private. Anybody can see you. You can see anybody. Don't expect privacy when in the internet. And once you upload something on internet, even if you delete it, it is still there. Anybody can use it with morphing. So please be very careful when you're uploading whatever you have been using. So the last part, if I come to, how do I know that my child is addicted to internet? Suddenly my child stops his or her academic activities, doesn't complete homework or task properly. The child usually has mobile somewhere. He hides beneath himself, or when he's sleeping under the blanket, the child is using the mobile. Or even if adults do it for that matter, that is something known as internet addiction. A fear of missing out. Every 2 minutes I check my mobile. अरे कुछ extra addition तो नहीं हो गया internet में? Did I miss out anything on Facebook? So this fear of missing out, which is known as FOMO. So this is also one of the type of internet addiction. And the moment we leave our phone, if at all we start feeling anxious, restlessness, so that is one of the reason why, which shows that we are actually internet addicted. So how do we overcome this would be the last part. So there are multiple apps which can check um, how much of mobile usage are we using it up, and then they so, and then you need to unnecessary apps, Facebook, Insta. If it's not important, please log out of it. You can switch off your mobile for some time. Keep your phone off bed, especially during your sleep time. Keep an alarm clock that once in 1 hour or once in 2 hours, I would be checking my mobile. I wouldn't touch it once every time. Alternate hobbies to be developed, reading, going out for a walk, any fitness activity, and find out the triggers. What actually the food, when I'm having my lunch, I want to use the mobile. So at that time, skip and use your alternate habit, finding out the trigger and alleviating it. And for the parents, please spend time with your children. It's the absence of the time is what is provoking them to use the mobile. So spend time with the children. When they are having any school activity, get a printout, sit with them with their homework. You dictate it from the mobile so that they don't end up using the mobile for a long period of time. So basically, to the parents here, we have to be the role model. So if I stop using the mobile, that is when my children will stop using the mobile. So all of us here, we have to pledge maybe this New Year resolution to stop unnecessary digital usage that would take our children to a newer level, and the digital addiction and the cybercrime can be reduced to a lot extent is what we feel, because our child enact what they see on the internet. So let us be very careful with what our child sees or uses. So with this, I would like to thank once again Audley as well as Gerard for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Dipti Joshi. That was very enlightening and informative. You spoke on various aspects: digital addiction, cyberbullying, cyber grooming, cyber crimes. I think the current generation needs to know about all these things. As you rightly mentioned, this is increasing to such an extent that it's becoming difficult even for the departments to handle this. So spreading information regarding this, awareness regarding this will definitely help. And today you also discussed on how to overcome or face these situations. I'm sure it'll help not just children who are listening to this particular session, but also adults, parents, teachers, and society at large who will benefit from your wonderful talk on this. Thank you, Dr. Dipti Joshi. We look
Thank you, Audley.
forward to you being, it's my pleasure. We look forward, Dr. Dipti Joshi, to having many more sessions like this to make sure everybody is aware of these things. Thank you. I now call upon Eshat Lana Shahlam, who's a 7th grade student from Vadu, Maldives, and an iINVENT NABROS intern, to share her views on addiction and good practices to overcome it. Aishat?
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Aishat Lana Shahlam, and today I'm going to share my personal experiences of being addicted to social media and how I overcame it, and how I'm helping people I know how to overcome. For me, I was addicted to social media, and to get over it, I focused on my hobbies like painting and diving. When I was addicted to social media, it caused a lot of problems. For example, some nights I would stay up there and I would miss school, and sometimes my grades drop. For and I did some research, and I asked my cousin what his addiction was. He said that he was addicted to swimming, and that started when I took him diving. That might have been my fault. So to overcome that, I helped him put his energy into things like football. So because of football, he got better with the addiction. And even my brother, he recently got a new phone and he's been addicted to it. And I've been helping him by teaching him how to paint and even taking him more with me to go diving. I know that an addiction is a disease that affects a person's brain and their behaviors. Some different people are addicted to different things like drugs or alcohol. Addiction can be caused with so many different reasons like stress or depression and many more. But there are ways to get over an addiction. To get over an addiction, firstly, we should recognize and identify that we have an addiction problem. That is the first step of getting cured. You need to know and take some time and understand the symptoms in order to treat them. Motivate yourself to do better. And sometimes having an addiction can affect their health. Even though an addiction is a very strong urge to do something that is hard to control or stop, it can be stopped. So I hope I can help more people with their addictions by helping them learn new things like painting and diving and many more. Thank you.
Thank you, Aishat, for sharing your personal battle with digital addiction and how you've fought this battle bravely to overcome it. You're also using art and different kinds of activities to make sure that you stand strong. You're also mentoring and guiding others. It's really very noble, everything that you're doing, Aishat. And at such a young age, you're doing this. We're very proud of you. And especially when someone like you shares their experiences, their personal battles, it becomes an inspiration to many more. They can also relate to it and learn from you. Thank you, Aishat. May you keep inspiring others. Thank you.
Ottilie, can I
Yes,
just
Abhi.
share my addiction, if it's okay, if there is a minute or two?
Sure, Abhi, you can.
Uh,
Please go ahead.
and this is, for the doctor as well as the children. Firstly, I wanted to ask or suggest an idea, right? Before I share my addiction. What if we had one phone for the family? How we used to have the home phone number in the past. There was one phone where my friends would call, my brother's friends would call, sisters. Um, I would get into arguments with my father, who would take the phone because he is, talking, and I'd be like, so and so is going to call me and keep the phone, right? On the same lines, what if we had just one phone for the family? That is the personal, and work phone is different for adults, but for the family. Is that possible? And would that solve a lot of these challenges that we are facing with, the risks as well as addiction to phone. That was one idea. I have not been able to implement it at my home at this juncture. My children have already grown up, but maybe for hopefully grandchildren or others. Just a suggestion. The second part I wanted to communicate, and before I say this, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಮನೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಹುಡುಗರಿರ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ ಒಂದು ಹೋಮ್ ಫೋನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಒಂದೇ ಇಟ್ರೆ ಇವೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದೇನು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸು. ಕೆಲ್ಸದ ಫೋನು ಬೇರೆದು. ದೊಡ್ಡವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಕೆಲ್ಸದ ಫೋನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದು ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡು ಇಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಬೇರೆಯವರು. Second point that I wanted to ask is, or confess, as a parent, I think, and as a adult, I believe my addiction is to information. That is my confession. Andre nandu information beku. I need information constantly, be it my child. Now they're grown up, okay, they're 24, almost 24, the other one is 20. But if they're going somewhere, I want them to text me or put a ping saying, I'm leaving. It's one thing to know good morning and good evening, at the end of the day, but everywhere they go, I feel the need that I need to know, are they safe? Are they okay? And there was a time when I used to go as a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old into the forests of Dandeli, right, where we know now tigers are there, because we used to live there. My father worked on Super Dam. And we used to come for lunch, again go out, play in the forest, come back in the evening or, whatever. But no one really bothered that much. So the second thing I wanted to bring to everyone's attention as a father or even as a professional, am I over addicted to information? The need to have information of whatever is going on in my life and with my loved ones or those who are connected with me constantly. So those are the 2 points I wanted to ask or communicate today in terms of one idea and one confession. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಪ ಆಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದು ನಂಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದೊಂದು ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್.
Thank you, Abhi. I'm sure the ideas that you shared and the experiences that you shared will definitely help everyone, and they're very useful. Thank you, Abhi. I now call upon Pratibha Heberli, who's a 5th grade student from Rotary's Dr. P.V. Datti School for the Speech and Hearing Impaired, to share her aims so she can share the wonderful work that she's been doing in the field of art, sports, and other fields that she's been good at. So Pratibha Heberli, can person who's with Pratibha Heberli guide her so that we can share her aims? Pratibha Heberli says namaskara to everyone. So she's interacting with us in the chat section. Pratibha says, ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಕನಸಿನ ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ಚಿತ್ರದ ಮೂಲಕ ಬಿಡಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. So right now she's sharing this beautiful drawing. And this is something that is a dream house. Yeah. So it's a beautiful dream house that she visualizes. She wants to own one day. So it's a beautiful drawing. You can see lovely trees, birds. Excellent drawing by Pratibha. Wonderful. Thank you, Pratibha. So those who would like to read her messages, they can go to the chat section. So Pratibha Heberli is a 5th grade student from Rotary's Dr. P.V. Datti School for the Speech and Hearing Impaired. Would you like to say something else, Pratibha? ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಬೇರೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದ್ರೆ ತಾವು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Now Pratibha shared another drawing of hers and she says, ನನಗೆ ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯ ಎಂದರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ. ನಾನು ಸಹ ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಲಿಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. Wonderful, Pratibha. So Pratibha loves Bharatanatyam and she's learning right now. All the best, Pratibha. I'm sure you're enjoying this experience and you're learning this beautiful dance form. We would love to watch you perform. Yeah, so make sure you show us your dancing skills very soon. Just like we're seeing your talent when it comes to artwork, we would love to see you dance. All the best with that. And now Pratibha is sharing another drawing of hers. So this clearly shows how interested she is when it comes to sports, right? So let's see what she would like to say about this. So this is her drawing where she's showing us how she loves to play volleyball. Lovely. In the chat section, Pratibha has shared her message for all of us. ನನಗೆ ವಾಲಿಬಾಲ್ ಆಡುವುದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ. ನಾನು ಸಹ ವಾಲಿಬಾಲ್ ಆಟಗಾರತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೇನೆ. Wonderful, Pratibha. Looks like you're a very talented girl. So she loves playing volleyball and she is a volleyball player as well. So she loves playing obviously, but I think she also represents her school. Excellent, Pratibha. We are truly inspired. Let's show our appreciation with some thumbs up. Let's applaud her efforts. And now look at that. She's won Student of the Year Award 2022-23. Look at that big shield and the award that she's received. Admirable, Pratibha. You truly deserve this Student of the Year Award because you are good in so many fields: drawing, painting, sports, dancing. You're a multifaceted personality, Pratibha, and we're really honored to have you with us today. Pratibha says, ನನಗೆ 2022-2023 ರ ಉತ್ತಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಹಾಗೂ 2019-20 ರ ಉತ್ತಮ ಮಾತನಾಡುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಶಾಲೆಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. Oh wow. So now we have another talent of hers that's being shared with us. She's also good when it comes to elocutions and debates. So she's not only received the Best Student Award 2022-23 Best Student Award, she's also received Best Speakers Award in 2019 from her school. Well done, Pratibha. And we can see right now on our screens that she's also won first place at district level in volleyball sport. We can see the cup, then the certificate. We're really proud of you, Pratibha. Well done. Pratibha says, ವಿಶ್ವ ವಿಕಲಚೇತನರ ದಿನಾಚರಣೆ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಕೂಟದಲ್ಲಿ 2023ರ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ವಾಲಿಬಾಲ್ ಪಂದ್ಯದ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಕೂಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. So what that means is that she's won the first prize at district level in volleyball sport. And this was held, I think, during the Vishwa Vikalachetana Dinacharane, andre World Handicap Day or differently abled day that they celebrate. So I think on that particular day, Pratibha has won this award. You can correct me if I'm wrong because I'm translating it as I read her messages. So she's also won first prize at district level discus throw sport. Excellent. So all these events were held as a part of Vishwa Vikala Chetanara Dinacharane 2023. So in 2023, when they were celebrating World, I don't know the exact term for that, but Vikala Chetanara Dinacharane. So that would be World Differently Abled Day or Physically Challenged Day, either of the two. So these competitions were held to celebrate that particular day. ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಮಟ್ಟದ ವಿಕಲಚೇತನರ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಕೂಟದಲ್ಲಿ 2023ರ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಸ್ಥಾನ ಪಡೆದಿರುತ್ತೇನೆ. Oh, the list, this is like a never-ending list, Pratibha. You've received so many awards. Wonderful. You've also won second place at district level in Coco sport. ಸೊ ಖೋಖೋ ಏನ್ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆ ಇತ್ತು ಅದೇ ದಿನಾಚರಣೆ ದಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾಗೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇದು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. 2019ರ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಮಟ್ಟದ ವಿಕಲಚೇತನರ ಕಿರಿಯ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಕೂಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಖೋಖೋ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿರುತ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಳೆ. ವೆಲ್ ಡನ್ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ. ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ,
yes, sorry.
yes.
So, again, for everyone who's on the call, this is just a few of the certificates out of the lot that Pratibha has won. Because the time constraint, we just put some, but she has a whole bunch of it. And right, she is very active, as is mentioned, that she's very actively involved in studies as well, in sports, in Bharatanatyam. She's one of the most quick learners in the school as well. And her father, who's with her, Mr. Hebali, so he also is very enthusiastic. Literally, he came to the school twice to figure out how to use the platform and assist Pratibha with the today's event as well. And her father also, from the school, what we heard, got to know that her father assists her a lot and supports her in whatever she likes to do. So that's what I want to conclude with Audley and everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerard. Truly a very talented girl, Pratibha Heberli. On behalf of everyone, we would like to congratulate Pratibha for making sure that she explores her potentials, her capabilities, for knowing that when you become fearless, you become limitless. So Pratibha is someone who's taught us today that she's someone who's fearless. She likes to explore new things and she likes to compete. She likes to challenge herself, and nothing is a limitation for her. Truly inspirational, Pratibha. We wish you all the best, and on behalf of everyone, I would like to wish you a wonderful future. May all your dreams come true, just like that beautiful dream house that you had drawn. May you not only build that beautiful dream house, but let all your other dreams that you have, may they all turn into reality. Our best wishes are with you. Thank you, Pratibha. I would like to share a brief announcement before we continue the session. Students, teachers, and parents, I'd like to announce that every Tuesday we have brainstorm workshops with all the interns from the students community, where we brainstorm skills and concepts for success in their pursuits. All students are welcome to join and share their aims with the leadership as well as other students so that they can join the competition and avail themselves for the awards and scholarships. You may apply to the internship program by visiting the clicks which has been created for your school or country. So there are separate clicks created for your schools and for your country. You can just go there, click on it, and share your artwork, your aims, your desires, right? Your achievements related to different fields. You can go ahead and share over there, and you can also win awards and scholarships. Yeah, so make sure you avail this wonderful facility that's available. I would also request all the doctors to be with us, because after our interaction and after you share your thoughts on this particular topic on addictions today, we will have the Q&A session. So we will open the platform to make sure that everybody interacts with the experts. So I request all the doctors to be with us. Thank you. And when the doctors are interacting with us and the other experts, I request them to keep their cameras on. They can, so that everybody can also visually see the person that they are interacting with. Thank you. I'm honored to introduce our second keynote speaker, Dr. Umesh R. Hallikeri. He's an MBBS MD consultant oncopathologist from the Karnataka Cancer Therapy and Research Institute, Navnagar, and Secretary, Indian Red Cross Society, Dharwad. Dr. Umesh R. Hallikeri is a well-known doctor and a medical expert in his field. He's also well known for his contributions and social work. He's creating a positive impact by spreading awareness through his workshops and conducting medical camps and different kinds of programs on cancer awareness, first aid, CPR, substance abuse, treatment of HIV infected children, blood and plasma donation, to name a few. He also encourages the community to take care of the environment. During the COVID phase, Dr. Umesh R. Hallikeri worked selflessly towards treating cancer patients who were infected with the virus, and he also reached out to the public to encourage them to donate plasma and platelets for the COVID positive patients. He's received many awards for his outstanding services in the medical field and for his social work. To name a few, HDMC Rajyotsava Award for Medical Services, Veera Sangolli Rayana Prashasti for Best Medical Services, Best Cancer Care Service Award from District Minister and District Authorities, Dharwad, Arogya Seva Ratna Award from Vidya Vardhaka Sangha, Dharwad, and many more. I request Dr. Umesh R. Hallikeri to share his personal and professional experiences on how substance addiction can or will impact individual health, community health, and environmental health. And also, we're very eager to hear from Dr. Umesh on his recommendations and his advice on how to overcome such addictions. Dr. Umesh Hallikeri, we welcome you.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Otli, for beautiful introduction. I'm just doing my routine works. As Dipti Joshi, Dr. Dipti Joshi suggested, all children are addicted to digital addiction. Where we are going wrong, the parents and the surrounding environment, we are all addicted to digital media. So our kids are getting more money and easy money that was not there with us when we were students. And what Dr. Dipti Joshi suggested is they are obese because I have seen in my own family that children who are using mobiles, that after during COVID, including myself, I'm also addicted to the mobiles. I want to avoid that. Usually I see for the requirements of the patients or the blood need and supply. Similarly, the substance abuse is increasing, and we should not take it lightly. It occurs when we use alcohol, prescription medicine, or other legal and illegal substances too much or in the wrong way. We had a tobacco control meeting at our DC office. We came to know with some of the agencies, the high school girls are with the using lipsticks, which is containing nicotine, which is causing addiction among high school girls. Usually the parents think that my daughter is putting lipstick, but it is not the lipstick, which is an drug or the substance abuse. Similarly, I saw the meeting, there was a pen. The student was just touching his nose and he was inhaling the fumes from the pen. So these are the substance abuse which differ from addiction also. I have seen many people abuse problems. Substance abuse problems are able to quit or can change their unhealthy behavior. Addiction, on the other hand, is a disease. It means you cannot stop using even when your condition causes you harm. What we are seeing, commonly abused drugs are legally available and illegal drugs. They contain chemicals that can change our body and mind work. Sometimes they give a pleasurable high ease and it will reduce our stress. Sometimes it will help to avoid our problems in our life. But this is not true. Alcohol, I have seen, it start at the high school level or the college students, they start with a beer and occasionally like on Saturdays and Sundays. Later, I have seen when they land up in degree, they are always in the bar. It is not like a hobby drinking once in a while, but they are addicted and they consume 3 times per day on a full week. And I have seen in a family, when I visited Upin Betigeri last week, around 21-year boy and 23-year boy, uh, male, the mother lost all 3 children due to alcohol only. Even they could not go to the jobs, they could not earn, and later they lost their life due to alcohol, liver damage. What sometimes we prescribe medicines, they take extra dose or use a drug other than that is the way it should supposed to be taken. They take the drug for non-medical reason. They use the types of prescription of our drugs. They misuse that, especially the opioid pain relievers. They act as a stimulant medications. They treat attention deficit or hyperactivity disorders, anxiety and sleep medicines. I have seen in Dharwad only heroin, illegal drug that is the natural version of man-made prescription opioid narcotics. The student use heroin, which gives a rush of good feeling at first, but when it wears off, everything slows down, and we think slowly, and we may get chills, nausea, and nervousness once the dosage comes down, and you may feel a strong need to take more heroin to feel better. Then this is called addiction. Cocaine, this drug is also available in our all cities nowadays. This drug speeds up our whole body. When you use cocaine, you may talk, move, or think very fast. You may feel happy and full of energy. These are the mood elevators initially. Later, it will shift to the anger and feel like troubling others, and they will become violent. Using cocaine for a long time will lead to the strong cravings for the drugs, and to procure these drugs, we land up in crimes, especially the children. They steal the amount from the parents or the brothers, uh, and the very important is what we are seeing nowadays. The parents should observe the child every day, as Madam was telling. because the circle is very important. When we celebrated Swami Vivekananda Jayanti on January 12th, he says youths should have a good circle to become a good youths. Our friend circle should be good, or else we'll end up in problem. Next, to name few drugs, marijuana, which makes you feel silly and laugh for no reason. This also sometimes burned out and not think and care about much. And nowadays, what I am seeing in the cities is the cigarettes and other tobacco products. You may not think of these as a drugs. It is a legally available, but tobacco has a chemical called nicotine that gives little rush of pleasure and energy. The effect can wear off fast and leave you wanting more. You can abuse and get addicted to the nicotine in cigarettes just like other drugs. Recently, I have seen a tobacco consumed in the form of hookah. I have seen teenage, both boys and girls, spending 2000 rupees for one hookah, what you call one bottle. Like that, I was observing those both students, a boy and a girl, taking hookah for around 8000 rupees. I was surprised how much money they get from the parents. That's why the parents should think of all these points, because our child may get addicted. We should observe our children for the lack of interest in the things he used to do or love. We should observe our children change in their friend circle, because they want a friends, those who are taking hookah or the cigarettes. Our children stop taking care of themselves, spend more time alone than they used to do. They eat more or less than the normal. I should see the children sleep at odd hours. Parents should take care every day. Of course, the teachers should take care in the school about his behavior. If something wrong, they should inform the family. Switch quickly from feeling good and bad, crave or strongly desire to use the substances. We don't wait, should get help immediately. Substance abuse affects every part of our life. It can hurt us and the people around us also. It can ruin the relationship and even the financial health. Abusing drugs can also lead to addiction and cause serious health problems and even death. If you or your loved one is struggling with substance abuse, contact the psychiatric counselors, or you can take the help of our Woodley at Dharwad, and even we can visit the demands at Bangalore or in Hubli. There are the counselors or the psychiatric, they do counsel, and we need to come out of these substance abuse. So I feel very bad when our one child or the two child using alcohol and losing their life. Leave apart cancer. Cancer is a later stage, but alcohol abuse is increasing in our community, especially the young youths. I appeal all teachers to take care of the behavior of the child and the circle in which he is moving. Even the parents, it's our very important responsibility. Then after addicting or after losing our child, nothing much can be done. Better at the initial stage, from mobile to alcohol to tobacco, very important. And I feel bad uh, when I see the children admitted in the district hospital with alcohol addiction. Of course, in my hospital, I am seeing younger patients with tobacco addiction, with oral cancers, especially with gutka. The youngest boy I have seen is 12 years. He was operated in front of the parents, and the parents are now feeding with a tube. So we need to show all these hazards or the effects to our children at school level, so they come out of it. Then best thing is what Dipti Joshi madam was telling, we need to send our children for the sports activities. Once they are involved in the sports, they are physically tired, mentally tired, they eat well, they sleep well. And next is praying our family God. Next, doing yoga. So these all will control our mind and the body. Then I think we'll not get addicted to these. And the financial support, we should not give freedom to the children to spend with our mobile, phone pay or digital pay. I think with these few words, uh, I, I appeal youngsters to take a oath or pledge that they never consume alcohol or the tobacco in the life. They can spend the time with the constructive works, physical exercise, tree plantation, and love the trees and love the pet animals and love your parents, love the school. Then definitely you will not get into this. If somebody is in the peer pressure or the friend circle, somebody is consuming, I the other friends in the same classroom can bring him out of this substance abuse. With these few words, I thank Utli and Gerard for
Thank you.
giving me an opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Umesh. It's really an honor to have you with us. And as always, everything that you've said it in such a simple manner and you've explained it so well with the experiences that you've had. And you meet so many people every day. Yeah, you've not just as a doctor, you are actively involved in a lot of other things, as we mentioned during doctor's introduction. So he's always connected with people and he has observed everyone right from he meets people in villages, towns, cities, in India and abroad, so he knows what these substances can do to the physical health, psychological health, emotional health. And doctor, I'm sure after listening to your advice, suggestions, and recommendations, and also the awareness that you've spread, I'm sure that many people will realize that all these substances, they might give momentary pleasures for some, but the ill effects that are caused due to these are highly damaging, and not just to one's own health, but also to the community's health, family's health, and environmental health. And thank you for also this lovely recommendations that you gave regarding the good messages that you gave and recommendations that you gave regarding tree plantation and spending your time in activities which make you feel uh, in connected to the environment and connected to people. And obviously when you do this, then you start feeling that there is a purpose to life, there's a bigger purpose to life, and you don't get attracted towards things which distract you from reality. You start loving reality. So thank you so much, Dr. Umesh Hallikeri, and I'm sure this will help many people to get rid of any addictions that they have, and they can always contact you. Sir is available, and he will be very glad to help you. Thank you, Dr. Umesh.
Thank you, Utli.
I now call upon Netra Bhosle, studying in standard 10th from GHS, that is Government High School, Yerikoppa, and iINVENT Nabros intern India, to share her story with us. I request the doctors to stay with us because we will take some questions from the audience, and we would love to hear from them so that they can help those who are interacting with us to face any challenges if they're facing, and if they want to know more. So we will open the platform for questions later. I now call upon Netra Bhosle to share her story with us. Netra?
Good evening, madam. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Athali madam, for introducing me and opportunity to speak, madam. ನಾನೀಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ಯಾಮ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಊರಲ್ಲಾಗ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಓಣಿಯಲ್ಲಾಗ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಾಗ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನ ಗ್ಯಾಮ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಚಟಕ್ಕೆ ತುತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಆದ ಚಟದಿಂದ ನಾವು ದೂರ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಚಟ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ದಿವ್ಸ ನಾವು ಆಸೆ ಪಟ್ಟು ಆಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ಗಾಗಿ, ಅದು ಚಟವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಪಾಡಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದೂರ
Netra, we are not able to hear you. ನೇತ್ರ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ನನ್ನ ವಾಯ್ಸು?
ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಹಾಳಾಗೋದು ನಮ್ ಜೀವನ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆ ಜಾಹೀರಾತುಗಳಿಗೆ ಅದು ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಮರಳಾಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಮರಳಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಡ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ದುಡ್ದಂತ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನಾಗ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಕಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ರೊಕ್ಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ಖಾಲಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ತಕ್ಕೋಬೇಕ ಹಾಕಿರೋ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ಕಳ್ಳತನ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೂ ಆಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನ್ ಬಂಗಾರ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಒಡವೆಗಳಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಹಲವಾರು ಆಸ್ತಿ ಪಾಸ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅಡ ಇಟ್ಟು ಮಾರಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಹೊರ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಂತೂ ಇದನ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಡಿ ಅದ್ರ ಏನ್ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ವಾಪಸ್ ಪಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ವ್ಯರ್ಥ. ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಳ್ತನ ನಮ್ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಏನು ದುಃಖಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಕಟಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಪಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಚಟ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಗುರಿ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಒಂದು ಹವ್ಯಾಸ ಹಾಬೀಸ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಒಂದು ಗೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರ ಅವನು ಈ ತರ ಚಟಗಳಿಗೆ ತುತ್ತಾಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅದು ಏನ್ ಗುರಿ ನಾನು ಛಲ ತೊಟ್ಟು ಅದು ಗುರಿಯನ್ನು ಈಡೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಹವ್ಯಾಸ ಭರಿತವಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಗುರಿ ತಲುಪ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇದನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಹಲವಾರು ಚಟಗಳಿಗೆ ತುತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅವ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅದೇನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಸಮಯವನ್ನ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಜೊತೆ ಕಳೀಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರ ಜೊತೆ ಕಳೀಲಿ. ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನು ಓದ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಕಥೆ, ಕಾದಂಬರಿ, ನಾಟಕ, ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್, ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಆಸೆಗಳ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಜೀವನ ಸುಧಾರಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಚಟಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಒಟ್ಟೊಟ್ಟು ತುತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ತುತ್ತಾಗುವಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಬಂದ್ರು ಅದೇ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವಿಚಾರ ಕಡೆ ಗಮನ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ರೂ ಇದನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಈ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಚಟಗಳಿಗೆ ತುತ್ತಾಗಿ ಜೀವನ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಮ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಏನು ಗೋಲನ್ನು ಈಡೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕಾಗ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಆಟ, ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್, ಸಿಂಗಿಂಗ್, ಹಾಡ್ ಹಾಡೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಟ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹಾಬೀಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾನು IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೇನಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಆಗೇ ತಿರ್ತೇನಿ. ನನ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಒಟ್ಟೊಟ್ಟು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಈ ತರ ಏನು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಚಟಗಳಿಗೆ ತುತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಆದ್ರೂ ಏನಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಆದ್ರೂ ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇನಲ್ಲ. ಇದಕ್ಕಾದ ಅದೇ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಚಟಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇದೇನ್ ನಾನು IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕ ಓದೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ರೂಢಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಗಮನ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಮುಂದೆ ಏನು ನಮ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಜೀವನ ಸುಧಾರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಎವ್ರಿವನ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ನೇತ್ರಾ ಭೋಸ್ಲೆ. ಇಷ್ಟ ಸಣ್ಣ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಾಗ ನೇತ್ರಾ ಭೋಸ್ಲೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 10ನೇ ತರಗತಿನಾಗ ಅದಾಳ. ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಯರಿಕೊಪ್ಪ ಶಾಲೆನಾಗ. ಅಂಡ್ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅನ್ iINVENT NABROS intern ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಣ್ಣ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಾಗ ನೇತ್ರಾ ನೀನ ಇಷ್ಟು ಚಂದಂಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿ ಗ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ತ್ರಾಸ ಆಕೈತಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀ ಯಾರು ಗ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಗತ್ತಾರ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಇಡೀ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ತ್ರಾಸ ಆಕೈತಿ. ಅದ್ರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಭಾಳ ಚಂದ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿ ನೀನು. ನೀ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ಲಿ 15-16 ವರ್ಷ ಇರ್ಬೇಕ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಚಂದದ್ ಒಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ಅದ ಬಹಳ ಶ್ಲಾಘ್ಯವಾದದ್ದು. ಐ ರಿಯಲಿ ಅಪ್ರಿಶಿಯೇಟ್ ದಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರ, ನೀ ಹೆಂಗ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇಂಥದ್ರಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬೀಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಇಂಥ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಕೈತಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ನಾವು ಇದ್ರ ಬದ್ಲಿ ನಾವ್ ಒಂದ್ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಲೈಫ್ನಾಗ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಒಂದ್ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗೋಲ್, ಸಣ್ಣ ಗೋಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗೋಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ನಾಗ ಇನ್ನ IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಹಂಗ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಲೈಫ್ನಾಗ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರ ಅದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಒಂಥರದ್ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಅದು ಮಾಡೋದೈತಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೋದೈತಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡೋದೈತಿ, ಅದ್ರದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನದು ಒಂದು ಗೋಲ್ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದು ಇಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ತರದ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ ತಲೆ ಹೋಗಂಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದ್ರನಾಗ ನೀವು ಬೇರೆನಾಗ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಂಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಭಾಳ ಚಂದ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನೀನು. ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ನಿನ್ನ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಾಗ ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕರಿಯರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಸಣ್ಣ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಾಗ ನಾವು ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅ ಕರಿಯರ್, if we become goal oriented and we are focused and determined to achieve those goals, I'm sure we won't have time or we won't be attracted towards all these things which will make us get addicted to them. Thank you, Netra.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, everyone.
And all the best. I wish, on behalf of everyone, I wish you all the best. I would like you to work hard and achieve your dreams. Yeah.
Thank you, madam.
I would like to invite Nirmala Patil, who's an 8th standard student from Aruda School for the Visually Impaired from India, to showcase her singing talent. So, Nirmala, are you ready?
ನಮಸ್ತೆ
Okay.
ಮೇಡಮ್.
Please go ahead. Namaste.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಾನು ಹಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ಹಾಡು ಅರಳುವ ಹೂಗಳೇ. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ, ಯುವಕರೇ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆದರದಿರಿ, ಬಾಳು ಒಂದು ಹೋರಾಟ, ಈ ಹೋರಾಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಏಳು ಬೀಳಿರುತ್ತದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆಲುವು ಕಾಣಿರಿ. ಅರಳುವ ಹೂಗಳೇ ಆಲಿಸಿರಿ, ಬಾಳೊಂದು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮರೆಯದಿರಿ, ಬೆಳಕಿನ ಕಿರಣಗಳೇ ಬಣ್ಣಿಸಿರಿ, ಇರಳಂದೇ ಬೆಳಕುಂಟು ತೋರಿಸಿರಿ, ನಾಳೆಯ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಳಲಿ, ಗೆಲ್ಲುವ ಭರವಸೆಯೊಂದೇ ಬೆಳಕಾಗಲಿ, ಮನವೇ ಓ ಮನವೇ ನೀ ಅಳುಕದಿರು, ಮಳೆಯೋ ಬರಸಿಡಿಲು ನೀ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿರು, ಅರಳುವ ಹೂಗಳೇ ಆಲಿಸಿರಿ, ಬಾಳೊಂದು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮರೆಯದಿರಿ, ಮನಸ್ಸು ಎಂಬ ಕನ್ನಡಿಯು ಒಡೆದು ಹೋಗಬಾರದು, ಬಾಳು ಬಂದು ಗೋಳು ಅಂತ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗಬಾರದು, ಯಾರಿಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೋವಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಿಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾವಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಲ ಕಳೆದ ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಯವಾಗುವಂತದು, ಉಳಿಪೇಟು ಬೀಳುವ ಕಲ್ಲೆ ಶಿಲೆಯಾಗಿ ನಿಲ್ಲುವುದು, ದಿನ ನೋವಾನುಂಗುವ ಜೀವವೇ ನೆಲೆಯಾಗಿ ನಿಲ್ಲುವುದು, ಯಾರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲೆದಾಟ, ಯಾರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ ಪರದಾಟ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿ ಕನಸು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನಸಾಗು ಹೊಳೆ ಕಾಲವು ಮುಂದೆ ಇದೆ, ಮನವೇ ಓ ಮನವೇ ನೀ ಕುಗ್ಗದಿರು, ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಬಯಲಿರಲಿ ನೀ ನುಗ್ಗುತ್ತಿರು, ಅರಳುವ ಹೂಗಳೇ ಆಲಿಸಿರಿ, ಬಾಳೊಂದು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮರೆಯದಿರಿ, ನೋವು ನಲಿವು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬಾಳ ರೈಲು ಕಂಬಿಗಳು, ನಡುವೆ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಪಯಣ, ನಗುತ್ತ ಸಾಗು ಹಗಲಿರುಳು, ಏನೇ ಬರಲಿ ಬಾಳಿನಲಿ ಧ್ಯೇಯ ಒಂದೇ ಜೊತೆಗಿರಲಿ, ಏಳು ಬೀಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ದಾಟಿ ಏಳುತ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವುಗಳು, ಅವಮಾನ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗುಂಟು ಈ ಲೋಕದ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಎಂದು ಒಂದೇ ಆ ದೇವರ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಾಳಿಗೊಂದು ಅರ್ಥವಿದೆ, ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಗೊಂದು ದಾರಿ ಇದೆ, ನಿನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮಬಲ ನಿನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಇರಲು ಆಕಾಶವೇ ಅಂಗೈಲಿ, ಮನವೇ ಓ ಮನವೇ ನೀ ಬದಲಾಗು, ಏನೇ ಸಾಧನೆಗೂ ನೀ ಮೊದಲಾಗು. ಅರಳುವ ಹೂವುಗಳೇ ಆಲಿಸಿರಿ, ಬಾಳೊಂದು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮರೆಯದಿರಿ. ಬೆಳಕಿನ ಕಿರಣಗಳೇ ಬಣ್ಣಿಸಿರಿ, ഇരുളಂದೇ ಬೆಳಕುಂಟು ತೋರಿಸಿರಿ. ನಾಳೆಯ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಳಲಿ, ಗೆಲ್ಲುವ ಭರವಸೆಯೊಂದೇ ಬೆಳಕಾಗಲಿ. ಮನವೇ ಓ ಮನವೇ ನೀ ಅಳುಕದಿರು, ಮಳೆಯೋ ಬರಸಿಡಿಲು ನೀ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿರು. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಮಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಮೇಡಮ್.
Thank you, Nirmala. You have a very melodious voice, and not just melodious, it's a very powerful voice. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀ ಏನ್ ಹಾಡು ಹಾಡಿದ್ಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಲಿರಿಕ್ಸು ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಐತಿ. ಅದು ನೀ ಹಾಡುವಾಗ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಶೋರ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ದಟ್ ಲೈಫ್ನಾಗ ಜೀವನದಾಗ ಏನಾತಂದ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಂದ ಹಾಡುಕಿನ ಮೊದಲು ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಲ್ಲ. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬಂದ್ರು ಲೈಫ್ನಾಗ ನಾವ್ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕ. ನಾವ್ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಮ್ದು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವಿಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ, ಒಂದು ಗುರಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ ನಾವ್ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಹಾಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ನೀನ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಚಂದಂಗ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ. I really applaud your efforts. You have a very melodious voice, and all the best for your future.
Thank you,
So
madam.
it's my pleasure, Nirmala. So Nirmala Patil is an 8th standard student from Aruda School for the Visually Impaired from India. Thank you, Nirmala, once again.
Audrey, I would like to add, we also like
Go
to
ahead.
thank Anita madam, who is the music teacher. So within a short notice, she trained both Prerna and Nirmala from her school, and all those late hours. So she has stayed back in the school and enabled the children to, perform today in our event. So thank you, Anita madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Anita ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Before we move on to the next part of our session, we have a very small announcement to make. This is regarding one of our projects, the computer training project for government schools. So Evolve Lives Foundation, in collaboration with DD Clicks and now MCK's Food for the Hungry Foundation, all of us together, we have taken up this project where we want to make every single child in our district's government schools digitally literate. ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಲಿಟ್ರಸಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದ್ನಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೈತಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೈತಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ದು ಇದೊಂದು ಗುರಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಇದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೇವಿ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ children in our government schools can become digitally literate, and they can also feel very comfortable when they're interacting with the world, and also carve a beautiful career for themselves or future for themselves, create it for themselves. So what we're doing under this project is we're looking for computer trainers right now for the government school children, and also the children in need. Hence, we request eligible candidates to apply on our website, DD Clicks website. And for more details, they can visit i-invent.org, computer training. You can also visit our DD Clicks website, or you can also contact us for more details. We would also like to invite corporates and donors to join this initiative. So, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ನಿಮ್ದು CSR initiatives ಆಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ individually ನಿಮ್ಗೆ donation ಮಾಡೋದಿತ್ತು, we invite you to join this initiative by contributing towards this cause. So you can contribute in different ways. You can either contribute towards the salary of these trainers, or you can help us buy computers for these labs, or you can even help us build labs for these schools so that every government school can have such labs. Right now, only 74 government schools in Dharwad district have computer labs. With a few computers, maybe 5, 6, or sometimes 10 computers in each of these labs, but we have thousands of students. So new contribute ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we can buy computers, and we can also employ trainers to train these students. And if you're interested in volunteering, if you'd like to come forward and train these students during your free time weekend, you can also come forward and contact us. We would be more than happy to welcome you on board. And similarly, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ if you would want to contribute, provide any resources, or you would want to support us with your time, you're welcome. And if you also want to contribute books, if you want to donate books so that they can note down what they're learning during these sessions, even that is welcome. So this is a small project that we've taken up, which we want to expand. I invite everyone to join hands with us. Every contribution will help us take this forward. So for more details, please visit i-invent.org, computer training. You can also type DDClicks computer training and it'll take you to that particular place where you get more information, or you can contact me or Gerard.
Ottilie,
Thank you. Yes, Abhi.
I was hoping to add to that with a personal thank you to you as well as the Evolves Life Foundation team for making us a part of this project as recent as, the computer project, where because of your leadership and initiative, the tutor, right, has been able to go to the various schools that was feasible, as well as, those children need also in terms of technology training. And you taking that up and leading that has inspired us to, be a part of it and complement it in ways that we can. And just want to say thank you to you personally for this initiative, and also to everyone who's on the call. Today we are having this session on addiction and health and well-being. This is something that Ottilie and Evolves Life Foundation started way back, during the COVID wave, the first wave, in terms of health sessions. So whatever we are doing today, in one way or the other, it was started, years back, thanks to Ottilie and the Evolves Life Foundation. And we are basically growing on some of these seeds that have been sown, and where we are seeing, some of these sessions come about and these beautiful conversations and talent that is being shared across the district of Dharwad, as well as India and other countries such as Maldives, Sri Lanka, and the US. So thank you again, Ottilie, for everything, and the Evolves Life Foundation team for making us a part of this journey in Dharwad district and around the globe. Thank you.
It's my pleasure, Abhi. I'm really glad that we've been able to execute all these things, and we're able to share whatever we know, and in different ways, maybe our resources, our time, and we're able to make an impact in their lives. As you can see on the screen, lovely photos. Every time we see these photos, we are making sure that every day we're keeping a tab on, or we are looking at what's happening when it comes to computer training, right? You're seeing all these lovely photos. So this is a good project that's going on. So please come forward and support it. And as Abhi mentioned, a lot of other initiatives related to health, well-being, which we started with Arogya Sankalpa, and all of this we could make this happen because all of you joined hands with us, right? So all the keynote speakers in today's session, all of you joined hands with us, and that's why we were able to implement them. We were able to execute these, and we were able to take it forward. Everyone's support is truly praiseworthy, and it's an honor that I've been able to associate with everyone. Thank you, Abhi. And we have a bigger dream. We have just taken up 6 schools right now, but we want to make sure 76 schools, in 76 schools, we're able to train the students on computer skills. Thank you. We're honored to have with us our next keynote speaker, Dr. Nagareka Hebsur. She's a renowned gynecologist at Hebsur Hospital, which is a multi-specialty hospital and research center in Hubballi. Dr. Nagareka Hebsur, MBBS, DGO, MBBS from Kasturba Medical College, Mangalore, 1990 to 1995, and DGO from Kasturba Medical College, Mangalore, 96 to 1998, is a very passionate and dedicated doctor with extensive experience in her field. She's worked as a lecturer at KMC Hubballi in the Department of OBG from 1998 to 99. She's also worked as honorary medical officer at Old Hubballi Municipality Hospital. She's a visiting consultant for antenatal scans and consultation at Mundgod DTR Hospital and 4 rural areas near Hubli for 15 years. She's conducted free laparoscopic tubectomy for poor patients since 2000, and she started her own hospital, 8-bedded hospital, Hebsur Hospital, in 2000, and now it's been expanded to 35-bedded hospital in 2012 and running the hospital successfully since 2000. She's an active member of Rotary Club Inner Wheel Club and charter chairperson Tangent Club 29. She's conducted many programs on menstrual hygiene, menstrual hygiene to adolescent girls, and she delivers talks on women's health since 1998. She's the winner of Renu Tapar Trophy for Best Tangent Club in 2016. So during her tenure, basically, she won this award. She's received Best Rotarian Award for 2 consecutive years, 2022 and 23. She's received the Mahila Manikya Award in 2023 by Arya Vaisya Mahasabha. She's also running a Goshala, Hepsur Dhyana Mrita Goshala. I'm sorry if I've pronounced it wrong. Please correct me, ma'am. Since 2 years since 2 years. And she's also conducting ramp walk for pregnant women since 4 years. And she did this for the first time in North Karnataka. So as you can see, ma'am has a lot of experience and credentials to her name. We're really honored to have her with us. I request Dr. Nagarika Hebsur to share her personal and professional experiences with us on how addiction in any form will impact a child's health in different stages of his or her growth, and also its long-term implications. We would also like to listen to her share her thoughts and views on how to overcome these addictions. We welcome you, Dr. Nagarika Hebsur, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Ottilie, for that wonderful introduction. First of all, I would like to thank you people for inviting me as a speaker to the children and parents and giving me this opportunity to share my views about addiction and adolescent health. So basically, I would like to concentrate on our adolescent health because that is where the children get into addictions, and people should be aware of this. Like, what is adolescent? Like, it's the age between 10 to 19 years, which is a very delicate and sensitive age, and which can be easily be influenced. It could be either good or bad. So they say like that's the turning point of any child, like either they get into bad habits or they become very good. So this is a very delicate age, and there are so many hormonal changes during this adolescent age, especially after 10 years. Now it has come down to 10 years. Before it was around 12 years, like girls used to get their menarche after 12 years, but now even 9-year-old girl comes to me with pain in the breast area and all that, like people have started getting periods at the age of as early as 9 years. All this is why? Because of this digital and addiction, and because of the lifestyle, because of the fast food the mothers make, because they want to go fast to the work. So they are like putting pressure on the child's health also. So all these should be kept in mind. When a 9-year-old girl is brought to me in the OPD with a breast development, it is so painful, to see such a small girl. And by the age of 10, if she gets her periods, imagine her going through all that. Like, so all this is because of the changes. Because previously we never had any mobile phones or net or whatever. So our age for menarche was around 13 to 14 years. So I really pity these girls of this age. And there are hormonal changes in both boys and girls. In the boys, it is in the form of beard, mustache, change in the voice, change in the height. They grow very tall. Then there will be increase in the size of the genitals. So all these are seen in the boys. In the girls, there will be height increase. There will be breast development. There will be widening of the hip region. There will be thighs will become little bulkier, and all these changes are seen in the girls also. Like, and the both common is acne, that is your pimples, what you get it on your face. This is again related to your lifestyle. And addictions, and everything is interrelated to your health actually. So, and this can live long, like this will harm your health, and this can make you like a crippled one by the end of your life. And so the both the parents and the schools play a very important role in making these adolescent children to become very good in their life and not to get addicted to digital, like Dipti Joshi said, or substances like Dr. Umesh Halikari sir said. So all these can be avoided by both the parents and the schools play an important role, like nowadays schools are like mostly concentrating them on getting the ranks or marks, and it's become so competitive. Like we always used to play in outside on the roads, as soon as we come back from the school we used to go play, then we used to come back, have dinner and sleep. This is what was our routine. Do your homework and then sleep. Now children don't get out of the house, they're always sitting in the house watching TV or mobile or iPad or whatever, like they're addicted so much to digital. And like Deepthi said, they're sitting in the OPD and watching the mobiles, like I have patients who come for the second pregnant checkups. The first child is always made quiet to sit by giving a mobile, so that they say, no ma'am, otherwise the child will make lot of noise, so we want to make the child mild by giving the mobile. So I keep telling them, like you'll end up in the ophthal OPDs. Like Deepthi said, the OPDs are increasing nowadays. All that is because of these digital addictions. So parents have to be very much educated about, especially the village parents are like they are getting influenced by all these digital equipments. And so you should always indulge the children in various activities like sports, like sir and ma'am said, and yoga and cultural activities like dance, poetry, essay, etc. Like I just saw the girls singing, and so nicely it was, like the drawings and everything. So make your children get involved in such activities so that they don't get time to get into all these addictions, like. And the main thing is they have to concentrate on their career, and awareness should be created in both homes and schools. And like as long as they're in the school, they're with the school uniform, but once they go out of the school, these celebrities or whatever you call the movie actresses or actors, and all these have influenced the children so much that they want to look like them. So they start dressing up like them, like they wear low jeans, the boys, like the half their bums are seen, like the undergarments are seen, and the short dresses by girls, like the thighs and everything is exposed, like. So the see, this is not the age to expose. You people have to concentrate on your studies and career and etc. And so please wear appropriate clothing and comfortable clothing, so even you're comfortable, even the other person is comfortable looking at you. Like, so that is very important, that at this age is not to flaunt your beauty or talent or whatever, these things. So do not follow these celebrities. They are paid for it to expose and all that, and their age is different and your age is different. And so you have all your life left afterwards, like you can concentrate on those. But now this is the age to concentrate on your studies. So come up in the life and make a good career, and stand on your feet, and then you get into all such things. So I mean, you should never get into such things, but you should know your limit, and the line should be drawn clear, like what is the limit and what is bad and what is good. The line between bad and good should be known to you. Only then you can prosper in your life and have a good life, like that successful life. And you children are too small to get influenced by these celebrities or influencers and all that. So please be careful when you dress up, so that you don't expose unnecessarily, like you wear what is comfortable, what your samskriti says, or your culture, your parents wear, or your ancestors, like those kind of it, because south it is different, because north it is different, so wear accordingly. You need not follow any celebrities, because this is not going to help you in any way. Instead, it'll create wrong impressions or wrong wrong about you to the other person who is looking at you. So study hard and engage in good projects so that you are more attractive then, like if you're doing good deeds and good projects, you're more attractive. You're not attractive when you expose. You're spoken as good when you do good deeds and do good projects, and you are more beautiful then. Each person is beautiful in their own way, so please stop comparing with the others. You don't need to look like Deepika Padukone or Hrithik Roshan or whatever, like you are beautiful inside yourself. You love yourself, so then you'll always be successful in your life. And don't follow anybody. All those people are addicted to drugs, and like they're like, I don't know what to say about them. They're not good people, so please stop following them. So believe yourself, believe your parents, believe your teachers, and have good friends, and make your friends also follow you in the good ways. Like, so that should be very good. And so clothing is a very important thing, otherwise you'll get addicted to wear short clothes. That is also an addiction, because you don't like wearing long clothes, like covered clothes. You always want to show out something. So please be aware of such things. And next will be about coming to the internet and YouTube and whatever, because I am very weak at all this. I'm in Facebook, but I'm not active. I'm not on Insta, nothing, because I don't have time, or I don't like all that. But I see my children very active in Insta and all that, but I can't stop them because it's gone beyond limit. Like they are addicted to it. Like, but now I purposely put them into medicine, like so that they don't get time for all this, full time busy with their work and studies and everything. So I'm very happy that they're busy with their work. So that's how you make your children busy, so that they don't get faltu time, whatever you say, to get into Insta and all that such things. Nonsense, it is called nonsense. So please, children, be aware. Please don't get into watching this porn or sex videos, or movies which show bad exposures, and looking at nude pictures is not life. Please, this is all just an infatuation, and you're getting attracted to bad things. So this is not your life. So please don't get into such things, and because all these will spoil your life and mood and everything, you'll get into bad addictions, like. So please don't get into such things. And even if you know somebody who is influencing you, you please inform their parents or your teachers, so that it'll be stopped immediately, like. So don't get into looking at movies or porn or nude pictures and all that. So this is not your age for all that. Okay. And then coming to one more important thing is like getting attracted to the same sex, like whatever you call the gay or the lesbian or whatever. So this, you're too small, children, to take any decision about this, because nature always says you get attracted to the opposite sex or whatever. So please be aware of such things, and you should know about this, because this is very common nowadays. Even in before, it was very common abroad in the Western countries, but now it's very common in India also. Like, I've seen parents telling, my God, let my kid get married, my child, like after they're 26, 27, please, I hope they get married to the opposite sex and not the same sex. Like, it has become like that now. In India also, we are commonly seeing all this. But you people are too small to take any decisions about this. Wait for your 18 plus, and please don't go against nature. Please listen to your parents, listen to your teachers, follow what is normal. Don't get into the abnormal habits or addictions, because that is not going to last long, and that is not good. You'll end up in all sorts of diseases or cancers or whatever. So please be careful about this. One more important thing that has to be informed to at this age, because this is the age where they get easily attracted. So it's not the time, so, and it's not the age also to take any decisions. You have to be 18 plus to take any such kind of decision. So don't get carried away by the movies. Nowadays, all the web movies will show all this, but that is not nice, and that is not true, and that is not good. So please, you just stop watching such things otherwise. So Listen to your parents and teachers. Right education and guidance by both is very important. Social fantasies have to be avoided. Don't make your life materialistic. Engage in good projects. Life is not likes, comments, and social media. Sorry for that. After 18 years, you get mature and you can take appropriate decisions. I would like to give a few examples. Like girls think if they smoke, they lose weight, but that is not true. They get into, especially in the metro cities, I've heard doctors saying they come with addictions like smoking, and they say if they smoke, they lose weight. So that is all wrong addiction. So please don't listen to that. You'll end up in infertility later in life. That is, you don't conceive, or you will not have children in the later life. And there are girls in Delhi, we had heard about this, that in Delhi, the girls, to get pocket money, like, or to do all these fantasies, they go and donate their eggs, like oocytes, like donor eggs. So all this is fantasies, and please don't get into such things. Please avoid such things. So these two I wanted to highlight about. And there is one more good for your health. There is a vaccine called Cervarix, launched by Indian pharma companies. Previously, it was available only abroad, called Gardasil and Cervarix, but now Cervarix is available in India. This is a vaccine which is preventing your cervical cancer and penis cancer in boys and cervical cancer in girls. So this can be given at the age of 9 years, 9 to 14 years, up to 26 years, or best is before you get sexually exposed. So this vaccine is a boon to womanhood, you can say, because you're avoiding one cancer. So please contact your pediatrician or a gynecologist to get this vaccine. And it's at least one dose is very important. We would, once the government gets the vaccine, it will be very easily available and freely available to all the girls and boys. So we will be waiting for that, and definitely through Rotary or Innerwheel, we will definitely promote this vaccination. And so boys, girls, parents, teachers, please be careful and know your limits. By saying this, please say no to addictions. Thank you. Thank you, Atul.
Thank you, Dr. Nagarika Hepsur. It was really very informative and enlightening. I'm sure many of the things that you shared, students were definitely not aware of it, aware of the consequences. They do get caught in this fad, and they would want to explore a lot of things. They get addicted to a lot of these aspects, and you have explained it really well. You've also made them become aware of how to overcome it. And also, thank you for sharing the information regarding the vaccination. And we look forward to Rotary and Inner Wheel joining hands with the district administration. And if you need any assistance from our side, from Evolve Lives Foundation, DD Clicks, iINVENT, NABROS, we are always there so that we can reach all the schools, government schools especially. We have more than 3,600 government schools in our district. So we will make sure that we reach all the children and help them protect themselves. So thank you, Dr.
That
Nagarika
is
Hepsur.
really a need of the hour, because this
Yes.
vaccine in wholesale, we can get it at 1,300 rupees. So if you
Wonderful.
have any donors or whoever is going to come forward, we can definitely give all the girls, government school girls. That will be a boon.
Oh, wonderful. So let's work on how we can take that forward. Thank you, Doctor. And
Thank you.
if
Thank you
anyone
so much.
if anyone wants to contact Dr. Nagarika Hepsur, she's available in their super specialty hospital. So Hepsur Super Speciality Hospital, which is also a multi-speciality hospital and research center in Hubballi. You can always contact ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
We will open the
Thank
platform in a couple of minutes where we will take the questions. So our experts can respond to that in a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
It gives me immense pleasure to invite our last speaker for the day, Srimati Ashwini Uligeri ma'am. She's a protection officer, institutional DCPUD. DCPUD means District Child Protection Unit, Dharwad. Srimati Ashwini Ulligeri works extensively towards the welfare of children in need and those who need protection. She makes sure that all the orphanages, observation homes, juvenile homes function as per the benchmarks set by District Child Protection Unit. Ashwini Ulligeri ma'am completed her master's in home science in human development and family studies at Rural Home Science College, Agricultural University, Dharwad. She's published many articles, 9 international articles, 6 national articles, 1 university level article, 9 research articles, abstracts, paper presentations on different topics. Ashwini ma'am has published 2 research books on improved agricultural tools and technologies for quality life at farm families. She's prepared and published 3 folders in English and 3 folders in Kannada. She's published 12 Kannada popular articles on different topics and given 1 radio talk on child development. Ashwini ma'am is presently working as Protection Officer Institutional in District Child Protection Unit, Dharwad. I request Srimati Ashwini Ulligeri ma'am to share her professional and personal experiences on how addiction in any form impacts children's health and also how they can overcome these addictions successfully. I welcome you, Ashwini ma'am. Am I audible, Ashwini ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much for inviting me on this platform as a speaker, madam. Today I am going to introduce about our district child protection unit and how it works for children sector, ma'am. District Child Protection Unit working under Women and Child Development Department and Directorate of Child Protection. DCPO mainly working for children who are in need of care and protection and children in conflict with law. So many different categories of children are admitted to our childcare institutions, like children who are involved in beggary activities, children who are involved in rat picking, children who are victims of FOXO and who are undergone child marriages, and single parent, orphan children, and children who came from parental conflicts. Such children are admitted to our childcare institutions, madam. And one of the biggest problem we are facing in our childcare institutions is children who are addicted to these drugs and substance abuse, madam. Mainly to our observation home children. Sarkari Vikshanalaya, it is in Dharwad, madam. In that, so many children who are in conflict with law means they are ಕಾನೂನೊಡನೆ ಸಂಘರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಬಾಲಾಪರಾಧಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ವರ್ಡನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರಾಂಗ್ ವರ್ಡ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಕಾನೂನೊಡನೆ ಸಂಘರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾಮೆನ್ಕ್ಲೇಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಟೊಬ್ಯಾಕೋ, ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್, ಸ್ಟಾರ್, ಗುಟ್ಕಾ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿವಿಧ ಹವ್ಯಾಸಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಲಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಔಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಔಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇಂತಿಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಪಿಟಿ ಕೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೀನಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೋಕ್ಸೋ ಅಕ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಮರ್ಡರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹಾಫ್ ಮರ್ಡರ್, ಥೆಫ್ಟ್, ಇಂತರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರು ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು FIR ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಹೋಮ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಫೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಬಿಗ್ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಟು ರಿಹ್ಯಾಬಿಲಿಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಆ ಒಂದು ಅಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಚಟದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಫೇಸಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, biggest challenge, ma'am, because they are completely addicted to those activities, and they are not ready to accept the current situation, ma'am. So we've given so many counseling from social our institutional counselors and from psychiatrist counseling, madam, from demands, DHO office and all. Through that we are taking those children and bringing those children to mainstream, and so many children are changing. ನಾವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅದರಿಂದ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅವರು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಇನ್ ನೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಮಗು ಪಾಲನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪೋಷಣೆಗೆ ಒಳಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಯಾರು ಆರ್ಫನ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಗ್ಗಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಮತ್ತೆ ರ್ಯಾಗ್ ಪಿಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್, ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ಗೆ, ಬಾಲ್ಯ ವಿವಾಹಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಪೊಕ್ಸೋ ವಿಕ್ಟಿಮ್ಸ್, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಂತ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಲಮಂದಿರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ದಾಖಲಾಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಬಾಲಮಂದಿರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೆಲವರು ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು 1-2-3 ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬಂದಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಅವರನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಗೆ ತರೋದು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ನಾವು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ವಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೈಕ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ವಿ, FIR ಕೂಡ ದಾಖಲು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಅದು ಹೇಳತ್ತೆ, ಮಗು ನನಗೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಕೇಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮುಂದೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇಂಥ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಇಂದ ಮಗುನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತರೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೌನ್ಸಲಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಷನ್, ಸೈಕ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಆ ಮಗುವನಿಗೆ ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಗೆ ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮನೆ ವಾತಾವರಣವನ್ನ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮನೆ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಗೆ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯಾಗಿ ಈಗ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಮಕ್ಕಳು 18 years ಆಗಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ತಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಈಗ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಬ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇತರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಒಳಗಾದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಈಗ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ನ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಡಲೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂಥರ ಅದು ಏನಿರ್ಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಾಕ್ಸೋ ವಿಕ್ಟಿಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ದಾಖಲಾಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇರೆಂಟಲ್ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯೋ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ನೀಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಹಿಂಜರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ತರಬೇತಿಗಳನ್ನ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ಗೆ BRP ಮತ್ತು CRP ಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ರಿ, ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾನೂನುಗಳ ಕುರಿತು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸತಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ದೀಪ್ತಿ ಜೋಶಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ CCIಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸೇಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಸೇಫ್ ಟಚ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಉಮೇಶ್ ಹಳಿಕೇರಿ ಸರ್ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಹೋಮ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ CPR ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಗರೇಖಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಂಟಿಕೇರಿಯಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಬಾಲಕಿಯರ ಬಾಲಮಂದಿರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಚೆಕ್ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಡಲೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಋತುಚಕ್ರದ ನೈರ್ಮಲ್ಯ ಕುರಿತು ಒಂದು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ NGOಗಳ ಥ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಅರಿವನ್ನ ಮೂಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ನೆಬ್ರೋಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಇಂದ DD ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟರ್ಡೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಸೆಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸದ್ಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕೆಲವು ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆಗದೆ ಹೋದ್ರು ಕೆಲವರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 10% ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ನ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಮೇಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದೆಲ್ಲನ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ ನಾವು ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರನ್ನ ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಗೆ ತರೋದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಒಂದು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರುವಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಕಾಳಜಿ ವಹಿಸುವಂತ ನಮ್ದು ಇಲಾಖೆ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ HIV ಸೋಂಕಿತ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಧಿತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಮಗು ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಆ ಮಗುವನ್ನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸಿಗಬೇಕಾದಂತ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು. ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಪೋಷಕರ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ. ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ದತ್ತು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟಿವ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅಡಾಪ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ದತ್ತು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಒಳಪಡಿಸಿ ಅಡಾಪ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ. ಅಡಾಪ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಆಗದೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಫಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಕೇರ್ಗೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ 3 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ 2 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮಗು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿವಸದ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಅವ್ರ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ವಾತಾವರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೀಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಕೇರ್ಗೆ ಅವರನ್ನ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಆಗದೆ ಇದ್ದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಮಗುವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೇರ್. ಸೊ ಇಂಥ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಗೆ ತರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಂದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಯಾರು 100% ಇದ್ದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯಾರು 85% ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಇರೋದು 35%. ಸೊ ನಮ್ದು ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ 35 ಇಂದ ಅವರು ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 65-70% ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ದು ಬಿಗ್ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದು. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬೆಗ್ಗಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವರು 8th 9th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗಿನ್ನು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ 65-70% ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ದು ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಉಳಿಯತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂತದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಹೊಂದಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 21 ವರ್ಷದವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿನ ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಅನುಕೂಲವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ರು, ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೀಚರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಂಗನವಾಡಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಟೀನೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸ್ವಾಧಾರ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ದಾಖಲು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಸೈಕ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಂಗೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಕೇಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕುಟುಂಬ ವಾತಾವರಣವನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, ಅವರ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಏನು, ಅವರನ್ನ ಅವ್ರ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ವಾತಾವರಣವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಿಂದ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೂ ಬೇಡ, ಅಪ್ಪ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಮ್ಮ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಟು ದ ಹೋಮ್. ಅವರು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಮಗುನ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮಗು ನಾನು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬಯಸ್ತಿರತ್ತೆ. ಇಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮಗು ಮತ್ತು ತಾಯಿ ಅಥವಾ ತಂದೆಯನ್ನ ಸೇರಿಸುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಬಿಗ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇದಾರ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಫಾಲೋ ಅಪ್ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮಗು ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಆ ಕುಟುಂಬ ವಾತಾವರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯದೇ ಇದ್ದ ಕಾರಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮರಳಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಆ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ ವಾತಾವರಣವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ವಿಶೇಷ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ HIV ಸೋಂಕಿತ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಧಿತ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳದಂತೆ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. 1,000ದಂಗೆ ಅವ್ರು 18 ವರ್ಷ ಪೂರ್ಣಗೊಳ್ಳುವವರೆಗೂ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಆ ಮಗುವಿನ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಆರ್ಫನ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಪ್ರಾಯೋಜಕತ್ವ ಯೋಜನೆಯಡಿ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ 4,000ದಂಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ಶಿಪ್ ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಪ್ ಟು 3 years ವರೆಗೂ. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಮಗುವಿನ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ಇದರೊಂದಿಗೆ 18 ವರ್ಷ ಪೂರ್ಣಗೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ 18 ವರ್ಷ ಪೂರ್ಣಗೊಂಡು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಆದಂತಹ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಉಪಕಾರ ಯೋಜನೆಗೆ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿ ಆ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ 5,000 ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ IG ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಜನರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕನ್ನೋಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ಶಿಪ್ ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಹಾಗೂ ನಾವು ನಮ್ದು ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ರಕ್ಷಣಾ ಘಟಕ ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ಆಗಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲಾಖೆಯವರ ಸಮನ್ವಯತೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಲೇಬರ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, BCM, ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟು, ಮೈನಾರಿಟಿ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟು, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳ ಒಂದು ಸಹಯೋಗದೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಇಲಾಖೆ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲಾಖೆಗಳ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳ ಒಂದು ಸಹಕಾರ ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಏನೇ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಫನ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪ್ಯಾರೆಂಟ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಬ್ರಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತು DD ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಇದರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮಗು ಒಂದು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳು 1098 ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಅದರೊಂದಿಗೆ 112 ಕೂಡ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ ಇಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ 261 ಕಾಲ್ ನ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿದ್ದಂತ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ನ 216 ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, 45 ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಫ್ಯೂ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಪಾಕ್ಸೋ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ district. We are conducted so many awareness programs in schools and all. Because of that, our crime cases of children reducing year by year. So thank you very much, Madam Outley Madam, for giving me an opportunity on this platform to explain about our departments and our department work. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Ashwini ma'am. So Ashwini ma'am is the protection officer institutional at District Child Protection Unit Dharwad. Ashwini ma'am ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಅವರು ಏನಿದ್ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, in her speech itself you will realize the amount of experience that she has, how committed she is and dedicated she is, because she's been working since several years, and I have also interacted with her through DD Clicks, Evolve Lives Foundation. We have also tried our bit to support ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ದು ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕಾಣಿಕೆ ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. therefore I encourage everyone to come forward, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. all the orphanages, observation homes, juvenile homes, right? So ಇದೆಲ್ಲ institutions ಅಲ್ಲಿ which comes under District Child Protection Unit Dharwad ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ದು ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂದ ಇದರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ ಮೆನಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್. ಸೊ ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ our friends, families, also I would like to encourage your friends, families, colleagues to join our initiatives to support the children and others in need. Let us join hands to make sure we can make a bigger impact. And we also appreciate the fact that ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಏನು ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, they getting reduced. So that is good news. And thank you ma'am for sharing this information with us. Let us spread more awareness so that it reduces even further. So thank you. And those who would like to get in touch with Ashwini ma'am, they can either get in touch with us or we can also share her details with all of you. Now I request Abhidyogi, Chief Design Inventor of iINVENT Nabros and co-founder of DDClicks, to felicitate the keynote speakers and talented children who shared their aims. We're truly grateful for their valuable time, inputs, recommendations, and the students who've shared their wonderful artwork, shared their achievements. We're very happy to have all of you with us. You've made this session very informative and impactful. So I request Abhidyogi to please felicitate everyone.
Thank you, Ottilie, for the wonderful session today that you curated and moderated. I greatly appreciate it because I learned a lot from it with this discussion that we've had. I thank all the doctors and the administrators who have been a part of this session and made this happen. I thank all the children who participated today, including the singers, the artists, and their parents who contributed their talents. Considering the time that we have today, I just would like to end with a concluding note from my end for the children as well as others as a personal thank you and a confession. So first thing, for the children and as well as the adults on the call, every addiction that was talked about today, I can say that in one way or the other, I've been a part of that. In one way or the other, I've been impacted with it. Okay. So have I made mistakes? Yes. Do I continue to make mistakes? Yes. But am I better than yesterday? Yes. So if someone were to ask me, what is the one thing that I would do today that I've been doing yesterday, etc., that will help me move forward in the right direction, is what I think all the doctors also said and all the experts said, which is I pray at night. Dinna ratri prarthane ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. And I've told this to my friends, and some of them have said, whom do you pray to? Some said, I believe in so and so. Someone said, I don't believe in God. Okay. I said, I pray to whom I believe in, and I think there is someone or something that is keeping the earth rotating in the space, the sun that comes up, the whole universe going. So there is some force. Right? So I pray to that. And what do I pray every day? Is to help me to learn from everyone and everything that happens in the day. So I can move forward in the direction where whatever I do, I say, or I think can help me grow, others grow, as well as the environment grow. So again, just to summarize for children in Kannada, ದಿನ ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಎದರಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಈಗ ನಂದು 50 ವರ್ಷ, ಈಗೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಟ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ಕೋತ ಹೊಂಟಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಎದರಿಂದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಿನ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಇದೆ. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಕೊಡು, ಎದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಚಲೋ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಚಲೋ ಮಂದಿ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಮಂದಿನೂ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ನಾನು. ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ದಿಶೆ, ಯಾವ ದಿಶೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ವಿಚಾರದಿಂದ, ಆ ಶಬ್ದಗಳದಿಂದ, ಆ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯದಿಂದ, ಕೃತಿದಿಂದ ನನ್ಗೆ ಸಹಿತ ಒಂದು ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೂ ಚಲೋ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ನಿಸರ್ಗಕ್ಕೇನು ಲಾಭ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ for reinforcing that idea in me. And I hope this session has been helpful for everyone, as it has been for me. Thank you, Ottilie, and thank you everyone who's on the call today.
Thank you, Abhi. Since we are already running late and it's 10:10, I would like to open the platform for the Q&A session. I'm sure there are some questions and doubts that our audience might have. So if you have any, then please feel free to ask our experts. So now we open the platform for questions. I think,
Yeah.
yes, I think they explained it so well. They've covered all the points. We don't have many questions. The silence just says that. Also, it was covered very well. Let it be substance abuse, then digital addiction. We spoke about different forms of addictions, gambling addiction, right? And also how children can overcome it. So everything's been extensively covered. And we would like to thank all the experts for conducting it in such a way that I think all our questions have been answered. Thank you. I'd like to make a key announcement as we move towards the concluding part of our session. I would request Gerard to make that announcement. So he will share more information about our next session, which will be held on 15th February. Gerard?
Thank you so much, Ottilie, and all the doctors on the call, the children who shared their views, who shared their aims. Abhi, thank you. So the next session is scheduled. iINVENT NABRO's brainstorm session for the month of Feb is scheduled on 15th February. This will be the same time, that is 8:30 a.m. CST or 8 p.m. IST. So everyone on the call, if you'll have anyone to come and speak during these sessions, you all can please nominate them from your community, or if you want anyone to come. And we also give away awards and recognitions, so you all can feel free to nominate your colleagues, your people, the members from your community to come and participate during these events. So with that said, I think this session was great and was very impactful. I once again thank everyone for today's for sparing the time from the busy schedules, especially the doctors who have come ahead and made such a great impact from the busy schedules getting from far from the clinics or hospitals. Thank you so much, everyone. Ottilie, you may take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerard. So gratitude is not only, I think, the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. So our special thanks and gratitude to all our dignitaries, keynote speakers. I know all of you have very busy schedules, so to make time for this session really means a lot to us. You've been with us for more than 2 hours. We're truly honored. You have shared your knowledge, your experience, expert advice. You have guided us really well, and we truly believe that this would have impacted many lives. Thank you. We would also like to extend a heart. Thank you. So we would like to extend our gratitude to Dr. Umesh Halikeri, Dr. Nagreka Hebsur, Dr. We also had with us, I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling well, so I have a cough. Yeah, we also had Dr. Dipti Joshi. Then we had Ashwini ma'am. All of them shared their experiences, their knowledge with us, and we've learned a lot. Like Abhi said, yeah, that was a wonderful conclusion and a wonderful way of explaining what we learned today and how we can definitely become better from today onwards based on the information that we've received and the guidance that we've received. Thank you.
Thank you.
We would
Thank you
also
so
like,
much.
yes, ma'am. It's our pleasure. We would also like to thank our talented children. You have orders with your drawings, paintings, wonderful songs. When you share those certificates and cups, I'm sure you're so proud of your achievements, and we were also very proud of everything that you've done so far. And we're also glad that you not only shared these talents, but some of you who are in 8th standard, 9th standard, and 10th standard, you shared your experiences and you shared your observation regarding different kinds of addiction. So at such a young age, you spoke so wisely that we are proud that we are able to associate with you kids, and we learned from you guys. We and many other students would have also been inspired with the information that you've shared and the experiences that you've shared. So thank you, children. Keep it up. Our blessings are always with you guys. I'm sure you have a wonderful future ahead. Always believe in yourselves. Focus on the right things. Have big dreams, and I'm sure you'll achieve all of them. We would also like to thank our interns and all of our partners who are contributing in several ways, sharing their knowledge, expert advice, aims, projects, talents. You're truly making a big difference and impacting the society in myriad ways. Keep inspiring us. As we conclude today's iINVENT NABROS January brainstorm event, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to everyone for making this session very successful. We look forward to our next month's brainstorm, which is scheduled on 15th February. The iINVENT monthly brainstorm is scheduled every third Thursday of the month at 8 p.m. IST, 8:30 a.m. CST. We would also like to thank and invite all the teachers, students, parents, alumni, schools, government officials, companies, NGOs, and the leadership to join us to bring our best ideas forward. We look forward to collaborating with all of you for more impactful initiatives. Today was a wonderful session, and we look forward to collaborating with all the doctors, with Ashwini ma'am, and we also look forward to supporting them in their initiatives, and we also welcome them to join us in our initiatives so that we can truly create an impact in our society. So take care of your health, everyone. Everyone's coughing, including me, right? So we have to make sure we take care of our health. We stay away from any addictions. Today's session, we focused on addictions, well-being, health. So let's make sure our psychological and physical health, we're taking care of it. And let's lead a very peaceful, joyful, and fulfilling life. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful night. And for those who've joined us from US, a wonderful morning. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Good day or good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Good night,
Thank you,
everyone.
ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.